Yeah, I thought we did a really good job of taking advantage of some good field position that our defense gave us. They played a heck of a game, and when we get that close inside the 5, a couple times, you're not going to beat a team like Notre Dame with field goals. And we shot ourselves in the foot both of those times. One with the grounding that I had. You can't make those mistakes in a game like this with that kind of magnitude. But I'm proud of the way we fought after the fact. I mean, we put points on the board, and that's what we're going to do every game. That's our goal. But in that situation or those situations, we wish we could have came out with 7 instead of 3.
Let's go to Jamie Ricks.
Hey Chase, can you just speak on the atmosphere? Was it what you guys expected with all of the talk of there being no fans? But it did kind of look like Notre Dame had an atmosphere that was similar to what we've seen in the past. What were you seeing out there on the field from beginning to end?
Right. Yeah. They did have some. A crowd is. I'm not really sure the max capacity that they were allowed, but they did have their share of fans, and it was good to see that. It was good to see students come out, fans come out, parents, and just fans all around come support. Both teams. I'm really happy that a lot of the Duke family got to come out. I saw where they were placed, and but it was a cool atmosphere. First time being in South Bend, playing the Golden Domes, and it was a fun experience.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Max Ringo.
Hey Chase, just wanted to ask, since you get limited preseason time and get chemistry going, how were you able to build a lot of camaraderie with your receivers and tight ends throughout the game?
Yeah, we had for the most part, I feel like I do have good chemistry, and I think the guys that I'm playing with have great instincts, similar instincts to me. We were on the same page a lot of times when things broke down, and throughout the game, I started getting a better feel for that defense, because that defense was pretty new. They lost a lot of starters last year, and so a lot of it was the same, but a lot was also different in how they played us, and so we had to adjust on the run. But overall, I thought, there were some miscues, obviously, but our chemistry will only get better from this game.
All right, let's go to Joe Mazer.
Hey Chase, you kind of talked about it a little bit, but aside from the outcome, just what was it like to be out there and finally play after all that has happened with your team in the offseason, with you and getting your first start with Duke?
It was fun getting out there to play a full 4 quarters, and I mean everything that we've gone through as a football team and a program. Coming back the latest in the ACC, all the mitigation, all the testing, restrictions, things that we're not allowed to do, and to own all of it and do our part and making sure that we could come play week to week. And we did a really good job of that leading up to game week, starting in July. And we crossed a lot of obstacles, but we're finally the season's here. So I'm super excited.
And I know this is kind of instant reaction here without looking at any film of your actual performance, but how do you feel like you played? What kind of things do you think you did well?
Yeah, I need to, I'm going to go look back at this film, and there's tons of things that I can work on to get better at. As an offense, me visualizing, what defense, where to go with the ball. But I played the full 4 quarters. I think our offense played a full 60 minutes. The whole team, matter of fact, our defense was outstanding. They gave us the ball plenty of times and we didn't make enough plays. We left some out there. I left some out there in critical situations and downs. We didn't make those plays. So, but I'm really proud of our team, and we're going to learn from this film and be ready for next week.
Chip Alexander.
Chase, you kind of mentioned this, but coming out of the game, what are the key things you think the team can build off of as a team coming off a loss like this and looking at next week in Boston College?
Right. Better recognition of defense. They did a really good job today. But that was a physical defense, and they were big and strong and fast. And if we can play a little bit faster, get in a little bit better shape, I think we'll be able to move the ball running-wise better, and also it will open up the passing game. But, those are some key things that I'll take from this game.
Let's go to Tom Shanahan.
Hey, Chase, 2 issues this year were more explosive plays and better offensive line play. You got some of both today. What are you encouraged by, and where do you got to improve?
Yeah, I feel like our O-line did a tremendous job throughout the game. I mean, in certain situations, they know we got to push the ball down the field, so they are going to be a little bit more exotic and give our O-line some trouble. But in the first 3.5 quarters, I mean, we're right there in striking distance. And I think when we all look at this film, there will be some things, running the ball wise that we'd love to fix, and get 4 loose and get 7 and 21 out there loose. Things like that. But really pleased with them and making explosive plays. There were some we left out there today. Couple bad decisions on my part. I was trying to, just play fast and make a decisive decision, but I'm going to start giving my guys a better opportunity to make a play.
We've got time for one last question for Chase. Let's go to Andrew Nielsen.
Yeah, it's when you lose basically all of spring, you lose all of summer, that takes a toll on your body. When you're not on a schedule, morning workouts, meetings, and really, eating healthy with, food that the program can provide, it's different when you're at home, you're in Florida, Texas, South Carolina, Georgia, you gotta trust your team and make sure everybody's doing what they can. And so we took a large approach of trying to get back into shape, game shape. And I think this game we kind of got tired a little bit. I know I got a little bit tired, and I got to take ownership of that and really get my conditioning levels better so I can go a full 4 quarters and be there for my team. And I think the O-line and when sometimes depth issues, we're playing a lot of guys, and a lot of young guys are gonna go out there and play, and that's only gonna help us in the long run developing our depth. So I'm really pleased with that.
Repeat that last part. You were cutting out a little bit. I'm sorry.
I said, do you think Notre Dame's size and strength and experience wore Duke's defense down a little bit, and that had a negative impact on Duke's defense in the second half?
Notre Dame's O-line is great. Like you said, they're experienced O-line, but our defensive line did a great job today. Derek Tangelo and Ben Fry, Dwayne Carter, and Gary Smith did an incredible job coming in and helping us stop the run, which we had trouble with last year. So with those guys playing as well as they did, I couldn't be any more prouder. And as an overall D-line, we were getting after them. We got there a couple times. We got to finish. But like I said, we're a good D-line. They're a good O-line. It was a good battle. It was a good game.
I hate to ask you this, but the offsides, just trying to guess the snap count, missed.
I can't give you exactly. I'm in the game mode. All I know is I owe Josh Blackwell a couple dinners.
All right, let's go to J.B. Riggs.
Oh, I guess I forgot to lower my hand, but you know what? I'll ask the question anyways. Chris, your defense, as far as you guys going up against a top 10 team, is there anything that you guys are proud of that you can take from this game moving forward in the season?
Oh, yeah, definitely a lot of things we could be proud of. The secondary did an incredible job today, giving us time to get back there to the quarterback. Ian Book did an incredible job being savvy, moving around in the pocket. So overall, as a defense line, we got to finish better. But overall, you got to give them credit for the plays they made. We got to roll with the punches. But I'm proud of our defense and how we played today. I'm pretty sure it was 6-7 going into halftime. So, and they're the number 10 team in the nation. So I'm pretty proud of our guys. And we were fighting and clawing and scratching the whole time, all 60 minutes.
Let's go to Shane Smith.
So a couple key plays during the game were. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm ignore it.
Yeah, a couple key plays during the game. Notre Dame went for it on 4th down, the fake punt, and the 4th and 1 later in the contest. So could you sort of reflect on those 2 key plays that end up in Notre Dame scores on those possessions?
The recap is we just got to be locked in mentally. They made those conversions, which were big in the game, especially a close game like it was. So when we get back home, we're going to have to watch the film. And it's week 1. There's no time to panic. That was the number 10 team. They're a great team. You got to give them credit for the win. But we're going to definitely get better from now on. We're going to learn from our mistakes, and we're going to prove a lot of people wrong this year.
Absolutely. I think, offensive goal is to always score when you touch the ball. Every drive that you're playing to score.
All right, let's go to Bob Sutton.
We're going to try to do every time we score.
Come on, Bob. I got to keep you accountable, too.
All right, we're gonna pass on Bob. We're gonna Chip Alexander.
Chris, the fake punt was mentioned earlier, but it seemed like and you guys have gotten off to a good start with 3 and now series. It seemed like they were a different team though after that fake punt. I mean, you're leaving the field and you think you've stopped and you have to go right back out there. Did they seem like a different team offensively after that?
No, that was on us. You got to give them credit for making that call and converting. But at the end of the day, we all got to be locked in mentally. We're defense. We're supposed to stop the offense. So that's our job. And it doesn't matter if it's 2 seconds left or if they just got the ball back. At the end of the day, we have to stop them. So that's on us. You can't say anything else about that.
All right, let's go to Jay Mazer.
Chris, just tell me what it was like to just finally get back out there and after all this uncertainty during the offseason and an atmosphere that you didn't even really know what to expect in play.
Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, you got to give credit to everybody, not only in the RAD, Kevin White and Miss Nina, but the whole ACC for, coming up with a plan, executing it perfectly for allowing us to even play the sport that we love. Everyone top to down did what they had to do, especially here. We're a tight-knit group. We're brothers. And we had to do what we had to do to keep each other accountable and have each other's back so we could be here today. And so overall, it was just a team win for the whole Duke program and the ACC.
All right. We have time for one last question. Let's go to Chip Alexander again.
Come on, Chip. Come on. Give me a softball, please.
Actually, I had my hand raised, and I'll ask you the same question I asked Chase Brice. I mean, what are the best things coming out of this game that can help you next week going into BC? I mean, what you like and what can you build on?
I like the fight that we had. If you can fight for 4 quarters, no matter who you're playing against, you're going to be in the game. And we have a lot of young guys who stepped up today. I'm so proud of the young linebackers that played. They did an amazing job coming in. They coming out of high school into their first college game against Notre Dame. So I can't ask any more of them. Like I said, I mentioned Derek Tangelo, Dwayne Carter, Gary Smith, Ben Fry. The D-tackles did a great job stopping the run, which we had troubles with last year. But overall, we're excited. We know we made a couple mistakes, shot ourselves in the foot with me, getting offsides on Josh's interception. That's all on me. So we'll get that tightened up. And the only thing about week 1 is you're going to get better. So we plan to do that. We're going to watch a lot of film and correct our mistakes. And, we have a great coaching staff that's going to get us prepared for Boston College next week.
All right, let's get one last question for Chris Rumph II.
Hey, Chris, you guys had a black T on your helmet and the Black Lives Matter symbol on the back. I doubt many schools are going to make that strong of a statement. Was that something decided as a team with player vote, or how did that come about? You guys wanted to make that statement?
I don't think they were going to be the only team. I'm pretty sure I saw North Carolina, have Black Lives Matter shirts on there. So I think everybody in society is starting to realize, the social injustices that are happening in this country and starting to open their eyes and realize that, Black lives do matter and that we deserve social justice. And that's just the shirts and what we're displaying on our helmets are just, a remembrance of what we have to accomplish as a country in whole.